Hello folks, and I hope you're all doing excellent. And in this video, we will be discussing about options in Rust, which is a special kind of enum to make fields optional. Now, if you're following the Rust book, it is difficult to pinpoint an exact chapter for options, but you can read 6.1 defining an enum, and below you will find options. So here, an option will have two fields, none and some will have a generic value. And none basically means our field does not have any value, and some means it has some value. Now, how to use this, we will see soon. But if you want a detailed guide, you can follow my blog on option type in Rust. And here you can understand what we are doing. And this is precisely what we will be doing in this video also. So let's go back to our VS Code and let's see how we can use options. Now, first of all, I will define one struct. And the struct will also have one derive debug so that we can see things in a pretty format. And let's say we have a player struct. And the player has four fields: name of type string, then age of type U32, and one score. The score will be option of U32. So we can have a score or we may not have a score also. And lastly, the player will also have a team. And this will again be an option of type string, let's say. Now in our main function, we can keep the hello world, no problem. What we want to do is we will define one player one, and let's say we will define another player two also. So what do we want over here? Now these things are pretty simple. So we will create a player and let's give some values. So first of all, let me give the name of the first player string from. Let's say the first player is Ash Ketchum, our good young favorite Ash Ketchum, and his age we all know is 10 years. And let's say Ash Ketchum has a score, and here we cannot give a score directly, let's say 100. What we have to give is sum 100 because this is of the option type and it needs to be wrapped in either sum or it should be none. So let's say Ash has a score of 100, and what is the name of the team that Ash is part of? So Ash is definitely not part of Team Rocket, so I believe we can write some unique team name here. Forever Young. It suits Ash. And let's say we have a second player. So player, and let's say we will give a name, string from, and let's say our second player is our John Cena. And John Cena's age, let's give 40. Now score, I can give as none. Let's say John Cena doesn't have a score. And we can give the team as none. So now as you can see, we have two players and the types of the players, not the types I would say, the values of the players are quite different. So one player has four fields, the other player has two fields, the other two fields are none. Now what we can do is basically do one println. So we will do a println of first of all our Ash in the sense our player one. So comma player one, and then for our player two. Let me remove the hello world now. And if I now do a cargo run, it will build and let's see what we get. So we have player Ash Ketchum, age 10, some that is our score is 100 and team is Forever Young. And we also have the same for our John Cena. Now here we are not really following the best practice by defining the player 1 and player 2 directly inside the main function. What we want to do is use a populate player function instead. And this function will be returning one player. And so inside the function, we will return the player, and here we will like specify our values. But first of all, we should specify the arguments, which will be the name, age, score, and team. Basically, everything the player needs. And the name will be of type string. The age will be of type U32. And then we have score, and I will write the option type as it is, option of U32. And lastly, we have the team, which will be of type option of string. And inside the player, I will simply write name, then age, our score, and our team. That's all for this populate player function. And now what we will do is basically call the function. So I will write player one equals to populate player, and here I will pass my values. So Ash Ketchum is 10 years old. Score is our sum of 100. And lastly, we have our basically our team. So sum of string from our forever young. And we will copy this thing and we will change some values here and there. So name will be John Cena, is 40 years old. Score we have none. So this will be a none. And this one will also be a none. And we can remove the player 1 and player 2 from here. Let's make this thing player 2 and not player 1, otherwise there will be some annoying errors. Now let me do a cargo run once again and we will have the same results. Okay. Could not compile option bin due to some errors. And the error is we are passing a string slice over here, which should be one, basically one real string. So we have to do a string from and then John Cena. Same for Ash Ketchum. Yeah, this is some kind of errors, like some kind of bad habit you can say by writing too much JavaScript. And now let me do a cargo run once again, and we will have the same result as it is. So this is how you can use option types in Rust. I believe this is a very simple video, but we will be using a lot of options in the future. So I believe this is a very important video to make. And in the next video, we will be discussing about another special kind of enum, and that is our result type, which is very essential for handling our errors. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe because it gives me a lot of motivation to create a lot more videos like this. And once again, I will see you next time.